Alright, so welcome to another hunting vlog. I don't remember which one this is, but yeah, we are currently camped out here in like 30 minutes or so. It is officially going to be opening day of gun season, which it's 11:30, or right about 11:30 at night. So, yeah, definitely got a few hours before I can actually shoot. But I wanted to do, or I wanted to start a little bit of a tradition and, camp out the night before opening weekend. So here we are, all tucked in, nice, warm, comfortable, in a negative 25-degree sleeping bag with a whoopee wrapped around it, primarily just in case if it rains, to kind of keep myself dry, because I'm in a ground blind that's not necessarily waterproof. But yeah, fun times. Okay, so I have done a terrible job of filming this opening weekend so far, so gotta kind of correct that. But we have currently not seen anything except for a bunch of squirrels, which I'm pretty sure if I were to shoot a squirrel with a 30-06, we might have an issue. But yeah, it's been kind of a slow day so far. A couple hunters, but not terrible. We do have some rain coming in later, so should be interesting. But yeah. Okay, so it's been a couple hours. Still no sign of life anywhere. Really not that many gunshots either. I mean, there's been a few, but not nearly as much as there usually is. So, definitely no sign of life. But we are kind of using this weekend to kind of field test a couple pieces of gear that I want to use moving forward. First being this cold weather top I got. It's a military surplus, like base layer type thing. I was gonna order the pants that go with it, but they were not in stock, so I just kind of went with the top. And as of right now, it's comfortable. Like, I don't have an issue with it. And as soon as the pants are in stock, I'm probably going to order those as well. The next piece of equipment that I am testing out is this right here. That is a Wooby, and kind of glad I got it. Like, that's actually really comfortable, pretty warm for the most part. I did set it up to where it could go over the third piece of equipment, which is that sleeping bag right there. It is rated for negative 25. I don't think we have to worry about that. But yeah, I set the Wooby up to where it was wrapped around the sleeping bag to kind of work as a little bit of a waterproof layer. But so far, all three items are good to go. And I did have to modify the wool gloves. They're kind of long and annoying, but yes. Okay, so what do we have on the menu for lunch now? I don't typically bring food with me when I'm hunting. Like, it's usually like some Little Debbie's, couple granola bars, stuff like that. But because we are out here for 2 days, I wanted to make sure that I actually had something to eat. So today's menu is going to be sweet and sour chicken sandwich thing with a cherry turnover. Now, I did not want to bring a bunch of stuff out here that I had to cook. So I got these little like MRE sandwich type things that can be eaten warm or cold, just because I really didn't feel like cooking anything. So there's lunch. Alright, well, we have about 45 minutes left of daylight, which it is starting to get kind of dark, so at 45 minutes might be a little shorter. So kind of a bust today, but anytime out in the woods, whether you see something or not, is better than not being in the woods. So just would have been nice to see something more than squirrels, but we have tomorrow. But we're gonna kind of finish up the last little bit of daylight here. I already have the bed ready to go just because I don't want to do it late at night. And we are supposed to have some rain, so yeah. Alright. I think we're going to call it for the night. I mean, still a little light out, but it's starting to rain. We are supposed to have some heavy rain for a few hours, so kind of want to get this closed up as much as possible so I don't drown. But I think I'm gonna go relax a little bit and then probably get some dinner and then call it a night. That, and I have a freaking headache. I did not bring nearly enough caffeine with me. I might have a slight addiction to caffeine, but I'll see you guys here shortly for a little dinner. So figures that the last time we were out here, it wants to start snowing. Pretty freaking convenient, but we're on day 2. I may have overslept a little bit. Definitely overslept a little bit. So, yeah, that's that. But at least we're out in the woods.